Children orphans is one of the most acute society problems. Children are the most valuable asset of every family and person. For their happiness, parents are ready to overcome all difficulties and obstacles. At all times, society has supported those children who lost their families and created families for them to warm their hearts with joy and love. Every child dreams of a carefree childhood. Everyone had their first memories of the warmth of their mother's hands, of grandma's tales at night, of dad's jokes and family holidays. These memories accompany us throughout our lives and remain a kind of a link. Psychologists argue that a person's character is formed in the first 5-7 years of life, and from what they were, largely depends on its fate. It's difficult for us, quite prosperous people, to imagine what a small child feels like being abandoned by their parents or if they are deprived of parental rights. And the almost helpless child is left alone with a cruel world in which there is very little love, care, and security. There are orphans around the world, and of course, our country is no exception. Statistics show that in Ukraine more than 65,000 orphans and children deprived of parental rights. In general, orphans are the most vulnerable and least protected members of our society. They are deprived of the reliable support in life that is especially important for the child, parental support. They cannot rely on their parental strength, feel their mother's tenderness. There is no one to protect them from the evil that overwhelms our world. Orphan children are in orphanages and general boarding schools that provide living, upbringing, versatile development, education, vocational training that is preparing children for independent living. However, no matter what the living conditions may be, no matter how attentive and caring the caregivers are, the children dream of returning to their home family or being adopted. The child must be brought up in a family, and nothing can replace the child's family. Nowadays, many do not value their parents, their relatives who are always with us and can help in a difficult moment and give useful advice. But orphans require the greatest attention to them. Most of all, there is not enough communication for them. They need grace, and they want to feel welcome in this world, not to be rejected. Let's not be indifferent to the fate of orphans. Every child is a unique world, a small person who looks at the world of adults with trusting eyes. The child is defenseless in the face of human cruelty. Orphans are especially affected, children who have no one to protect. Parents teach their children to pity stray animals, dogs. Let us learn adults not to be indifferent to the fate of orphans, not to turn our eyes in the opposite direction, not to let anyone hurt the orphan, but to have the courage to protect them and to do something good for them. It is everyone's holy duty to help the orphan